if you look on the internet, Sky News, I guess Reddit, or you listen to the radio, you can hear some pretty interesting, funny stories. And here's one I'm actually going to read to you off Sky News. Now, it's called Gamer Dies at a Web Cafe, but no one notices. Now, I'll put the link to this in the description of you. If you want to follow along, I'll give you a few seconds to click onto it and get into it. Okay, that's enough time. A Taiwanese man who died while playing video games at an internet cafe was left for hours after fellow gamers failed to notice his death. The body of Chen Rongyu, 23, was found slumped in a chair at a cafe in New Taipei City on Tuesday night, according to the local reports. Now, this was put in on Friday the 3rd in England. So, Friday the 3rd, 2012. So, it would have been, whatever the hell the date is, I can't be bothered. He was rigid on a chair with his hands stretched out towards the keyboard and mouse, police said. He played while, he had been playing League of Legends, or LOL for short. Mr. Chen's body, Mr. Chen makes it sound so much funnier, body had apparently been sitting there for up to 9 hours without any of the 30 people in the cafe noticing. He was last seen by a waitress talking on the phone around noon, which means he probably would have died about 9, 10 o'clock-ish, maybe a bit, he would have been noticed about that time. An initial police investigation found he might have died of cardiac arrest triggered by low temperatures. I also heard that it could be due to low fatigue, lack of movement as well, causing the blood to clot, which is cardiac arrest anyway. The man's family said he had been treated for a heart problem in September of last year, so 2011. Police are still looking into the cause of death. They say that the suspect that a combination of tiredness, lack of movement, and the cold weather could have caused the blood to clot and a heart attack. Now, the first thing that really makes me eerie is the fact that this guy, I'm not sure if it actually said it in this document, but he was actually playing this game on a marathon for 23 hours straight. Now, I don't know if that includes the time that he was actually dead, but it could possibly be that. So it means he would have been sitting there for 32 hours before, straight. People just thinking, oh yeah, he's just playing League of Legends, But the thing that I find is odd was his fingers because rigor mortis had set in by the time that they'd found him. It would have had to happen, really instant, the rigor mortis as well, for his body to stay in the position to be playing the game. Now, his fingers must have been stuck on the button, and he must have been in a really good location, because he would have had to have been walking straight, or someone would have noticed, why the fuck isn't this guy walking around? Or maybe it's just the fact that people are so goddamn addicted to games these days, that they don't even notice the people around him. I mean, fuck, there's 30 people in a room, sitting next to a dead guy, and nobody notices? Does that just show how fucking addictive these games are? There should be warning labels. I mean, these people that own this cafe should have realized, okay, this is a bit of an addictive game. Sure, we're going to get a hell of a lot of money from people playing it, but we should really, set something up, every 2 hours they have to go outside for, say, 10 minutes, half an hour, however long. No, we're just going to take the advantage and allow people to sit there playing 23 fucking hours straight until they have a cardiac arrest or heart attack, as most people know. These games are fucking addictive. I mean, if you actually look at this picture on this website as well, you can see there's 9 people straight up playing there, and they're all tilting their heads to the side, looking at the game, not paying attention to anybody else there. These games are fucking addictive. We need to do something. I'm sorry to say, I used to be addicted to games. I used to be really incredibly bad for it. I'd sit there for hours and hours. I think the most I played was 13 hours straight playing Fallout New Vegas. I mean, no, sorry, it was Fallout 3. To be fair, it was a great game, but nowadays, I can't do that. I tried sitting down this morning and having a go at it. I think I got up to about an hour and a half, and then I'm like, okay, I've got to get up. I feel too lazy. I mean, fuck, this guy had died playing a game and no one noticed? This is seriously a problem, and it's not just these the Taiwanese who have this problem as well. There's a man who did 3 years back, and he went into a coma or whatever. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to find the news article, but I can't really be bothered now. Games are becoming increasingly addictive, as it is. I heard a story from my mum the other day. She went and saw a friend, and her friend had told her about what her kids have been up to, and all they had been doing is playing their Xboxes for straight hours upon hours. They would go to, you know, they'd wake up in the morning, get ready for school, go to school, come home, and they'd play until maybe 9 o'clock, have dinner, then play until maybe 11, 12 o'clock at night. And you know, when this mother decided that she would take their Xboxes off, their controllers off them, what they do? They cracked the shits and started hitting shit, even threatened to hit their own mother because they didn't have a fucking game. I mean, my little brother's the exact same way. He cracks the shits whenever I take the controller off him. He was playing for about maybe 2 hours today. So I took the controller off him and said, you need to get some fresh air because you're going to have a lack of vitamin D, which is becoming an increasing problem amongst young teenagers who are addicted to these games. Now, I took it off my little brother just for the simple fact that, you know, he's becoming an addict. And I mean, these games trigger, you know, hormones that set off, you know, like a drug would, you know, if you don't have enough fix of this, you're gonna go a bit loopy. You know, and that's what happened to him. He cracks the shits whenever the games are taken off him. If he, you know, he misses a game for maybe a week, you know, a day even, he starts getting shaky because he's like, I gotta play the game, I gotta play the game. These games are fucking addictive, and nobody seems to be doing really that I've seen about it. You know, you get the game titles that actually say, you know, you should every 2 hours, because this game is addictive. I think it was at the start of Modern Warfare 3, or it could have been. I actually gave that game a try. I wasn't too impressed. I think I got about an hour of it, and I'm like, and done. That's it. That's all I can handle. It's shit. But I think at the start of it, actually, I think it was this game, and it says, you know, every hour or so, take a break or some shit. Don't play it for 2 hours a day. Yeah, because because they're actually gonna do anything. And I'm sorry if you just saw my dick. I'm wearing boxers right now and nothing underneath. It's too hot. The point is, these games are addictive, and it doesn't seem like there's any actual proof of people trying to stop this. I mean, there's not even. I had a little search up earlier as well. I couldn't find any actually science experiments to show this as well. I mean, if anybody who watches this is attending university, you know, they're studying psychology, can you study what games do to affect someone's brain? Because, I mean, I reckon it'd be turning it to mush, because all they're doing all day is... I mean, you get these people that are the typical neckbeards, you know, fat people with pimples all over their face, and all they do all day is play WoW or LOL. It's no wonder they're fat. All they're doing is playing games. Look. See? I think I've lost a bit of weight as well. I've quit down on these games. I'm working a hell of a lot more now, you know. And it's actually doing really good for me. I think I've lost maybe 3 kilos in about a month. You know, that's actually good for me. I've still got my big boobies, but that's not going to change anytime soon, I don't reckon. I'd have to start working out properly. I mean, all I'm doing is walking around and just not playing the Xbox as much and not spending hours upon hours playing Xbox. That was a... Oh, you fucking cunt.